From the breeding grounds through the migration routes to the southern wintering areas, Ducks Unlimited has been conserving waterfowl habitat for 86 years. DU volunteers and supporters have helped conserve over 15 million acres, but the work isn't done yet. To play your part in the next 15 million acres, visit www.ducks.org and join our volunteer team, or find an event near you. Ducks Unlimited, the world leader in wetlands and waterfowl conservation.
Bottomland is Mossy Oak's original camo pattern created by Toxie Hayes over 3 decades ago. This pattern preserves the original design while applying advanced technology for increased effectiveness. The same field-proven components and colors, the same dirt and bark elements, the same ability to blend into dark environments and obscure a hunter's outline from every angle. Mossy Oak Bottomland.
Get 'em.
Welcome, folks. Y'all come on in and make yourself at home. This here, well, this is the Rolling Thunder Podcast, your home for all things Rolling Thunder. This episode is brought to you by Mossy Oak, because everything is better in Bottomland. Kent Cartridge, quality matters, performance counts. Shen Gear, waterfowl gear that is built better. Benelli USA, dominate the skies. And Ducks Unlimited, the world's leader in wetlands and waterfowl conservation.
Well, welcome back to another episode of the Rolling Thunder Podcast.
Man, how are you?
It's a good week. It's a good week.
Is that because your boss isn't here crawling down your neck, or?
No.
Oh.
He gonna be crawling down your neck whenever he gets back, guaranteed.
Shoot.
He ain't going to be crawling down mine because I'm switching places with him. He's at the beach, and I'll leave for the beach when he gets back.
Gosh, drew that up, huh?
Yeah. A little divine intervention.
It's all right. Spend them beach days, boy. I'm gonna save my days.
That's fine. I'd prefer to have beach days. I say that, then December rolls around, I'm going to be sitting here at the shop, and y'all going to be out hunting and be like, man, I wish I wouldn't have gone to the beach.
Yeah, I hate the beach.
I hate the sand.
Yeah, gets everywhere.
Not tight.
Very loose.
I can't tell you the last time I've stepped foot on white sand. Years.
Actually?
Yeah, you don't go to the beach.
You got white sand behind your house. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's different though. It's
He
not
lives
like
at the beach.
It's not like the beach sand though. It's not all sticky and nasty. Yeah, last time I was at the beach was back doing beach chairs.
I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. Being from there.
Yeah, no need to go.
No. If it's off your back porch, it's not as fun as living in a landlocked state.
I guess the last time I was in sand was probably last weekend in Scramble.
Yeah?
That's where on the topic of golf scramble. It hadn't really been that long. The way I was hitting it.
Hey, well, you weren't in the sand much over there.
No, not much, but definitely paid it a visit.
About took shelter in the sand at one point. Couldn't find a decent place to sit. God,
Nearly wasn't going to be having this podcast for all of us.
Boy, yeah.
30 more yards to the left, and we'd have less guests on the podcast.
yeah, we would not be here. I don't know if those, they say rubber dies out the lightning, but I don't know if those golf cart wheels had enough rubber to save us there. I mean, I was shook up. I'm still pretty shook up thinking about it right now.
Yeah, I jumped in Drake's lap, like, hold me.
Yeah, drink went everywhere. I got soaked. If I wasn't already wet from the rain, I was wet from a drink.
Yeah, evidently lightning is more attracted to golf balls than it is houses, metal posts,
Trees.
Yeah, could hit anywhere and it decides to land straight on there and Blackwood's golf ball in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah, but we're here. We survived.
That was a crazy weekend.
It was
all around.
It was a phenomenal weekend.
We had a hell of a crowd for the party on Friday.
How many people were there?
I think Spence said like just over 200. I think ended up showing there. The Flying Dutchman killed it.
Flying Dutchman sang his little heart out.
He did. First time I've ever seen that man not in a button-down short-sleeve shirt.
Yeah,
He had a T-shirt on, and I barely recognized
I think
him.
he was wearing a Metallica T-shirt. Actually,
I think you're right.
I mean, it was tight black.
He was rock and roll,
It
dog.
looked like a
ready
shirt
to
he
go.
bought in college. It looked like he hadn't worn it since college. Yeah, up there in a Metallica T-shirt singing written bluegrass songs.
I told him that Monday when we come back in, I said, you know what, Dutch? You'd be a good Bob Dylan cover band. Sounds pretty damn good.
He did sound good.
That's spot on.
Mm-hmm.
He would make a good Bob Dylan cover guy. Kind of got that nasally.
Yeah, we're going to have, I guess, when Spence wants to do these mic nights up here, Dutch's we're going to do some requests for Dutch.
Drake, you're going to have to hop up on stage during Mike Night coming up here pretty soon.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, Drake plays guitar and sings.
I don't sing.
And Aaron plays the drums.
I was fixing to say we need to put together a Shop Dogs band.
There's a whole rock band sitting in this building.
What is that? The tambourines? Is that the shaking thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll handle those.
And I think I'm going to try to learn how to play a harmonica.
Just at the point in life where a harmonica. That's where I want to spend my time.
Yeah. I've heard it's like the same air as a duck call, so I would
It
love
is.
to give it a show.
Learn how to play in high school. It's pretty easy.
Be like Tyler Childers. Give me long enough.
Hair and everything.
Yeah, there was. If you weren't here, you knew 100 people that were here. It was definitely like a mini NWTF. All our buddies were back up here, hanging out. It was good to catch up again.
And if you weren't here, you need to be here next year.
Yeah, you definitely wish you were here.
Yeah. Food was great. Had a ton of good prizes, raffle prizes, and turtle boxes. Spike Buck got him a turtle box.
A Yeti.
Yetis.
There's a few Yetis
Gunner
up
Kennel.
there.
Gunner Kennel was up there.
Yep.
Hey, even if your woman's up your, crawling your back saying you can't go, bring her. There was
Buff City Soap.
Yeah.
there was
Buff
more
City
women's
soap.
prizes than. I mean, it looked like a Bed Bath and Beyond up there. And I only know what that looks like because me and Drake had to go together one time.
No homo.
You're welcome, Lauren.
Yeah, you're welcome, good Lord.
Great
How about
prizes.
Jason Jones?
Gosh, he was good.
Killed it.
He was
insane.
awesome.
Yeah.
For
Was it
somebody
Jason
that
Jones
plays
or
college
Jason
bars.
Isbell? I couldn't tell. He was killing it, man. Oh, me.
He had wrote a few songs for Dadgummit.
Got him.
Got me good. It'll hit me in a second.
Edit that part out.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Who was it that he wrote songs for? Somebody big.
I don't know.
Big and rich.
No. It'll hit me in a second. I can't remember. Anyways, great musician and
Yeah.
songwriter.
He's from Birmingham, right?
Tuscaloosa.
Tuscaloosa.
Yeah. And I know he didn't write it, but when he absolutely smoked Old Red.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all.
I
I
missed
don't
it.
know if y'all were there for that, but he did. He did it better than Blake did.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
But the top musical performance was Keelan singing Rocket Man.
Whoa.
Y'all missed Keelan
that.
singing Rocket Man?
What? What time did that
I went
happen?
home.
How long did you stay up here?
10:30, 11. Yeah, there was Jason took
I
a
was
break
out.
and Jason took a break and they just hooked music up and they put on Rocket Man and Keelan got up there and sang every single word. Of Rocket Man.
Nobody videoed it?
Oh, I'm sure somebody's got a video of it, but I
Please,
didn't. I was
Gert,
laughing too
you
hard.
Better go look in Dropbox. See if Joey got it.
I was laughing too hard to video it. It was hilarious.
Gracious.
We got to get a video of that.
We might have been gone by then. We were kind of trying to get prepped for the next day events, but didn't help me any.
No.
Did not help.
That was a long night for many. Luckily, we were in pretty early, though.
I was probably in the earliest. No, Aaron was in the earliest.
Yep.
Him and Miss Whitewood left a little early. We were right after him.
What?
But How
he
about
had to wake up and cook breakfast.
yeah?
for the
How about
masses.
that? I mean, come out all night, hang out, stay out late, have a few beverages, and then show back up, and you got breakfast ready for you.
Bonus.
It's a good deal.
Go play some golf. There was a bunch of people even at the golf course, outside of just the players.
There was more people at the golf course than there was Friday night.
Oh yeah,
Which
30
was,
teams, or what, 4-person a team?
yep.
Do the math.
Yep. I pulled up a little late, and like the driving range was just completely full. I didn't even hit on the driving range.
We didn't either.
Should have.
Just didn't think there was enough room up there. But yeah, it was God, that group picture. I still, that group picture blows me away because I didn't think that there was that many
So
people
many
whenever we were
people.
standing up there
No.
taking the picture, and then I see it posted. I'm like, oh my God, there's 500 people standing
Well,
there.
I knew that we had filled all 30 teams, and do the math. That's 120 players. I didn't realize it until I saw every single golf cart they had parked out there. I'm like, there's a lot of damn people here.
Yeah, they didn't have a golf cart to spare. Like, Joey got the last available golf cart to ride around and film and take pictures.
And then he got it stuck.
Yeah,
He got it stuck.
yeah. While it was
rain
raining, I got a text from Joey and said, "Where are you at?" And I was like, hiding under a tree. He was like, "I got the golf cart stuck on the front 9." And I said, "Well, I'm not coming right now. It's absolutely pouring." He got it, but I don't know where,
Wow.
how he got it out. I don't.
And then the cart girls had to borrow
They were on the Gators.
They were on the Gators, yeah. And going through beer like it was going out of style too.
Yeah. Yep.
All to get rained out though. Sad deal, man. That was
We made it
On a
through
run, too.
13 holes.
everybody had.
No, not even 13.
12.
What was it?
We
Everybody had a
were
chance to-
playing our 13th hole when it started raining. We had played through 12 and we were playing number 13, which was hole 4 for us. But
right, and we had just teed off, had our ball sitting in the fairway. Distance was like 120 yards.
Right at it.
Bottom falls out. And then y'all got lucky. Y'all went and made friends in somebody's house on the golf
Milking
course.
cookies.
What?
Oh yeah. You didn't know that?
No, had no clue.
So we were behind y'all,
Right.
And y'all were going to the drive on the fairway, and we're looking at the radar and looking behind us, and it's just black coming. And we come down the cart path right before the tee box. I look, and there's a concrete covered porch right there. I'm like, I'm gonna put my rain fly over my clubs. I'm gonna go stand under that porch, and went over there. Started raining, rained harder. The rest of my team came under it was just me and Mary Kate to begin with. Then everybody else came under there, and then the big lightning strike that hit the pin on hole 5 hit, and the homeowners came out and they were like, "Y'all want to come inside?" It scared the hell out of us because all the lights were off. We didn't think anybody was home, and she just poked her head out. She was like, "You guys want to come inside?" We're like, "Yeah, that'd be great." Lovely couple moved down here recently from Michigan. Had us some cookies. We sat in the dry living room and ate cookies and talked about what brought them all the way down here from Michigan.
In the
What
midst
brought
of
him down
that,
here?
we were moving the golf cart this way and then angling it this way and then angling it this. The wind was swirling so bad. I mean, I was having flashbacks of Hurricane Michael.
There was there was a point when it was really, really raining. I couldn't see y'all's carts from the house. I couldn't see y'all's carts.
It was pouring.
It was coming down.
We looked back at y'all's carts and had no clue that y'all were in the house. I was like, dang, sucks for them. They ain't even under trees. They're just getting soaked right now. Little I know, y'all are just eating milk and cookies with grandma from Michigan.
I was so mad. Spence called me when they called it. And Spence called me. He's like, "Hey, we need everybody back to the clubhouse." I'm like, "Oh, we're fine. Like, we'll wait for it to stop raining. We'll be back there in a minute." We're sitting in somebody's house, and he's like, "No, y'all need to come back." And I'm like, "Oh, they're gonna be so mad at me."
Our golf ball was sitting in probably 2 inches of water whenever they texted and said it was done. We already had our shoes pulled off. We were hitting it. We were going to go.
We weren't leaving because
Tell everybody why.
the
you weren't
logic
gonna leave.
was, for me, everybody's a bunch of sissies and can't handle just a little bit of rain and some wind. So everybody's hanging out at the clubhouse eating snacks and chatting it up. We were going to finish our 18 holes because, I mean, if we were the only team to finish 18,
you win.
you're the winners.
Mm-hmm.
And
We took our shoes off.
we were
I was
ready.
ready to take my shirt off. I was in it. I was ready to go belly flopping in the pond.
we were going to play, and I mean, there was no way we weren't playing. And then, like we said, that lightning strike hit, within 40, 50 yards of us. I mean, you could see the smoke coming off of the ground from the ball.
That is so wild.
I felt like an X-ray machine. Like if I'd had my eyes open, I would have seen Drake's bones.
Yeah.
That is so crazy. I don't remember a lightning strike. I guess we were either inside or we had already started our way
You
back.
already went back.
Yeah,
We're at that point.
probably.
Okay.
We had been
This was the second close one.
yeah.
Okay.
And it was right before. I mean, it really stopped raining like right after that.
It was done.
Okay, so yeah, we were on our way back because when we left, it had quit raining,
Yeah.
and then I could see the clubhouse through the windshield, and Noah started building his ark again, and the whole left side of my body, you thought I just jumped in a pool.
Yep.
Oh man, it's just a dang shame though.
Yeah, we were coming for the win. We were playing, pretty good golf.
For a bunch of duck call shop workers, I mean,
Dude, I tell you, there were some damn killers out there.
Yeah.
There were some
teams.
really good golfers out there.
yeah. I think what did Derek shoot? What did they have?
So actually, you were right. Mountain Boys
which
won.
was I feel guilty about claiming that because I thought Thomas Looney was on that team, and whenever he texted me and said he was playing, I just assumed that there was a team from Jackson County Mountain Boys. Okay, well Thomas is gonna be on the team. Well, he hopped on Shin's team, so I didn't know that. So
Did he get both of the closest to the pins?
no, just one.
He
He just
one
got
on-
the 17?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was funny because we was on the tee box and we seen how tight it was. Drake was like, I'm going to go investigate, make sure there's a divot, or I'm calling bull crap. And I was like, well, if it says Thomas Looney, I can vouch for him.
Yeah.
I'd say he probably stuck
It
it.
said the same thing because Daniel was like, man, that whoever shot that, I was like, I don't know if that's legit. And we got down there and I saw Thomas Looney and I was like, no, that's probably real.
Well, I talked to him. He was like, man, it was actually closer. Like, I landed it right beside the flag. It spun back. And it should have been closer. I was like, God, he's just a different individual playing a different game.
I didn't see who had the closest to the pin on hole 3, but both of them were inside of 2 foot.
Yeah,
From
that
the
one
pin.
on 3 was tight.
That was a dart.
Yep.
But yeah, so the Mountain Boys ended up winning. So what it was, I think what they said was there was anywhere from 12 to 15 holes played, and so they just backed everybody up to what they shot through 12. And so the Mountain Boys won. I think they had 13 under through 12, and then Derek's team had 12 under through 12.
Gotcha.
No, that ain't right.
Is that not right?
I have no clue.
Surely not.
I don't know. I know Derek and them came in second.
Yeah. So it was either 14 and 13 or 13 and 12 through 12 holes. I can't remember which one it was, but both of them ended up giving all the money back to Carl Perkins Center. But
Yeah.
I talked to Corbett the other day, and we were at 11 under through 12, and we were tied for third place with like 4 or 5 other teams.
Yeah, there was a ton of people kind of around
I know
that.
Shin had 11 under too.
Yep. They said they were hitting it really good.
What were y'all sitting at through 12?
8 under.
8.
Yep, par 3's got us.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Every time.
Y'all started off strong though.
God, we started off on
First
a murder.
hole 10. I hadn't even
birdie.
put my ball in the tee box yet. I just from the green.
We made it known when we sank a birdie, you're going to know about it.
Yeah.
That's not angels in the outfield. That's birdies flying around
Yep.
on up there on the green.
Just a drive and a wedge up, and Wendell knocked down the putt, and I knew we was going to be rolling at that point.
Whose drive did y'all play?
I think it was mine, wasn't it? Wasn't it the little
Bennett's
3-wood that I
drive,
hit?
and
All
then
4 of y'all hit great drives.
I did not.
You didn't?
I skyrocketed it.
Oh.
yeah, and then I hit an iron up there within. It was close. It was closer than I thought it was, and I was like, "Gosh!" And then went to the next hole. My irons were typically I'm not the iron guy. That's Bennett, Drake, and Aaron's forte. I'm
Yeah,
real
you
good
and I
about
are
this.
the tee box guys.
I'm the tee box guy.
Yeah.
That's wild. I know.
Yeah.
but
Wendell's putting that dude 25 feet off the ground, down the middle,
Just
dog.
a burner.
Count on it.
You can get, yeah, that's.
And you can count on
You
it
can't
being
give
the-
him much to his golf game, but when he's in the tee box,
Yep.
you bet your ass that ball is going straight.
it's going to be in the middle.
You can't see it because he uses like a pink ball or an orange ball. So like you can see it flying through there, and as soon as it gets way on down there and starts hitting the ground, lose it every
Just
time.
know it's there.
For a little guy with not a lot of club speed, that boy can
He gets everything in all
he
the
can
right
flat
places.
get on it.
Oh yeah.
But as soon as he tees off, he just sits in the cart the rest of the time. He's like, y'all hit the irons.
The wedges.
That's what I did.
Yeah, but man, we had a good little turnout. What was it, $26,000?
$26,330 donated.
That's insane.
That's
26,000. That's 10,000 more than last year, and last year was considerably more than the year before.
Yeah,
and we're expecting more next year.
Yeah, I think we should do more teams. Like, I think we should find out how to get more golf carts.
Spence had said something about doing 2 flights, doing like a 9 a.m. and then a 1 p.m. or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe. But
we'd have more golf carts if we could bring our own golf cart out there.
Yeah, public course though. That's one thing that the people's house that we stayed in while it was raining. They lived on a golf course in Michigan, and he said that when he would get done working, he would just get in the golf cart and go play on the tee box and then just play 18 back to the house. But they won't let him do that at Fair Oaks because it's a public course.
Yeah, well, it's not every public course because I think it might just be them.
Might just be Fair Oaks.
Had a great time up there.
Yeah, no, great place. Yeah.
And it's a good course to play. It's wide open. I do wish maybe a few things were different, but overall, I mean,
what would you change about it?
I really liked how the year before we were able to play along with another team.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the trash talking and laughing is, and it's good to.
I was kind of expecting that.
Yeah.
But then when we got to 10, y'all just jumped on and went, and my team was back there practicing game planning. I'm like, we're not going to play with it.
Yeah, and it's fun like that too, man. I mean,
a
lot more
I think it helped us actually play golf, and that's kind of what it felt like the tournament was this year was. I mean, there were some guys there to win.
That came there to win the Scramble.
Next
Not
year,
us.
Next year, I'd imagine it's probably going to be tougher.
I think it's probably going to get that way every year.
Yep. But it's good, like, just to even come hang out. Friday night is an absolute blast.
Yeah.
It's worth making the trip for Friday night.
It's 3/4 of the fun, I would say. Friday night.
I mean, and another thing about it is how many people came to Friday that weren't golfing on Saturday?
I would say 75% people over there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I can think of 5 people off the top of my head that were there that didn't even show up on Saturday. They just came just to hang out.
Yep, there's a ton.
Yeah, Friday night's fun, and I mean, you can come expecting really good food, plenty of cold beer, orange drinks. I mean, the raffle really this year blew me away.
Was it better than last year's?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last year, we were all new up here. I mean,
and this is the first year it's done at the shop too.
That's right. That's right.
Which first year it could be done at the shop, but I think that from what I've heard, transitioning from Spence's backyard to the shop was a huge, massive benefit.
Yeah, and I think it'll be at the shop again next year, which is good. It's fun. A lot of people get to shop around, sold duck calls because of it. I mean, we'll do our best to have those customs up there. Losser, he walked away with some gems. So,
yeah, I mean, coming up the
from
shop.
East Tennessee.
Yep.
Yeah.
Worked all night.
Worked the night shift and came straight to the shop and stayed there.
And helped us set up. How about that?
Yeah.
He worked all day.
Probably set more up than I did.
Yeah. He definitely looked like he did more manual labor than I did that day.
For about a half a day, it felt like he was trying to earn those calls through labor.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to pay for them. I'm just going to help y'all, and I'll just take all 3 of them.
We probably should have gave him one for helping.
So I guess what was y'all's highlights? Got any big highlights that stand out? One moment, like from the golf round, one shot, anything? Moment Friday night that stands out, coolest thing?
Well, Friday night was Keelan singing Rocket Man, but that's a no doubter. But on hole 17, that par 3, Blake, one of the guys on the team, hit about a 40-foot putt for birdie.
Oh yeah,
that was, and we were walking up to the green, and he had gotten out early and walked up there and just
feeling it,
squared it up, let it ride, and drilled it. And I didn't even take my putter cover off. I'm like,
Wow.
Take it back to the car.
Just keep going.
Yeah, that was Aaron had a pretty big putt for us. That whenever you are behind us on that par 3.
On par 3, yeah.
Right before the rain, he knocked in one. I mean, it wasn't 40 feet, probably 20, 25. But
Yeah.
Good times. Good
Is that
times.
your highlight of the round?
Man, honestly, I don't even think that I did anything too outstanding. I just played pretty boring golf. Would hit it down there and go find it. Didn't hit it far. Didn't knock down any putts.
Yeah, but the way that you play golf is not sexy.
No, it's not.
You just get but you're by far the best one here.
We'll see. We're going to start playing more on our own ball and really figure out who the ringer is.
Separate it.
It ain't this guy. I'm about good for every 1 in 3 shots, I'd say. Sometimes I get lucky in back to back.
Whatever Drake gets a hold of one on the tee
Pretty good
box.
for a weekend golfer, though.
Drake hits one good on the tee box. It's probably the most electric thing on it. Actually, my favorite part of the round was Drake used one of our mulligans we had. We had nothing out there, and I mean nothing. I rolled one off the tee box. I'm mad. I'm ill, and I'm already talking about using my mulligan. Drake was like, "What do you think about me just using mine?" I'm like, "I think that's a beautiful idea." He gets up there, and I'm talking beach one, probably 310 yards down. I mean, just throws his hand straight up in there like DeChambeau did. That DeChambeau shot, whenever he clears the water and he's screaming at it to go. Drake was just, yeah, I'm back. That was probably the highlight for me.
What hole was that?
That would have been on number 2.
Yeah, number 2.
Or my highlight would probably be
okay.
whenever Aaron wasn't really a highlight.
No,
it was kind
but it
of
was
like
like,
wow moment was whenever he broke his driver.
Yes, sir.
The funniest part about it,
Yeah.
Bottom land one?
yeah.
Oh, no.
So he gets up there on 16. He's the last one to drive. Takes a big hack, and all you hear is, and the driver head's going flying. So he's picking up. He's all sad. He starts walking off the tee box, and he turns back around, and there's a ball sitting 3 inches from his tee, and he has the audacity to say, "Whose ball is that?" I said, "What do you mean? Whose ball is that?"
Yours, dog.
Did he not realize that he broke the club?
No,
Yeah,
he
he
did.
did.
Okay.
He just thought that maybe the ball went flying, but the ball literally just fell off.
He hit the ground like a foot behind the ball, and it
The dirt that he kicked up, like he didn't hit the ball off the tee. The dirt that he kicked up, like knocked the ball off the tee. And what's bad was I was standing behind him, gonna help him watch his ball, and he was actually practice swinging with my driver. I was like, "Man, rip it, take a swing with it. You're more than welcome to hit it if you want to." He's like, "Nah, I'm just gonna swing mine." I was like, "Okay." Standing there, propped up against my club, and crack. I mean, just. He probably hit a foot and a half behind the golf ball on the tee.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was bad, and I couldn't say anything. I think everybody's mouth just dropped. I mean, it was no kidding, 30 seconds of just complete silence. Like, do we say anything? Is Aaron going to be real mad?
I grabbed the GoPro and was like, scan it in front of people, just like getting everybody's reaction.
So, potentially stupid question because I don't know enough about golf. Can he reattach that club head to a different shaft?
Yes.
He can?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. His club head actually made it like past the ladies' tee though, so it went further than
Did
the
y'all
ball.
play his club head?
Gosh.
Wow, that's unfortunate.
Oh, it was
Yeah, I mean,
really bad.
You hit a bad shot and it feels awful, and then you hit a bad shot and you break your club dead in the middle. That feels terrible.
Aaron's got a little case of the yips going on right now. But it's all right. We're going to work it out of him. He'll be ready for the foxhole.
I was just fixing to say, as long as he's ready by September. What was your highlight of the round?
I don't know, man.
Probably every time you stepped up there with your putter.
I was on fire. Yeah, I mean, thankfully, give a shout out to the cousin, the Duck Hodges. I show up to Fair Oaks, and he brings out a brand new putter, takes the plastic off, the plastic off of it, and is like, "Hey, you want a new putter?" And I mean, y'all know my golf bag. It's
top flight beginner set.
The starter set. You got the pitching wedge,
He
you
bought
got
it
the
at the
7
box at
iron,
Dick's
and you got the
Sporting
4 iron.
he gives me this sweet Odyssey. I'm like, yeah, man, I'll take it. I've been putting phenomenal with it. I mean, it's been unreal lately. I've been putting so good. I took a mulligan on the green. Like, they trust me. I was like, I think I can make this putt. And typically I would never say that, putting. And they're like, yeah, I mean, go for it. And sure enough, drained it for birdie. And I was like, all right.
Let's go.
Yep.
Next.
We had
It
good
always
uses of
feels
the
so
mulligans.
good to take advantage, to use a mulligan like that.
I don't think that we really botched a mulligan use where we kind of left it like, man, that was probably not a good use. So I think
I don't think that we did either.
I think it seemed like every time like Drake used his crush, I used one and ended up working out. I don't think it was, spectacular, but it was better than what it was in the fairway. Wendell knocking down the putt. And we didn't even burn through all our mulligans. Didn't have enough time. We were saving them for the par fives.
Yeah.
We had, 2 more par fives coming up?
Yeah, we had that. We were at 4 was a 4, 5 was a 4, 6 was a 3, and then 2 5s back to back, isn't it?
No, it's
Back-to-back fives are on the back line.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Okay. I know 8's a 5. 8's that long 5 over the water.
That's my
but
favorite hole on the entire
I know.
course.
That one's my favorite. Either that one or the second par 5 on the back, that long, wide, you can just step up and try to rip it.
Over there on number 8, I hit an eagle on the other day. It's the long par 5 over the water.
Oh, over the water, yeah.
Yeah, it's.
Hell, that day that we played a couple weeks ago, I think we played your ball every single hit, or y'all's team played your ball every single time.
On number 8, typically the approach shot, it's just set up perfect for my 6-iron. I just put it up there.
Confidence thing.
Yeah.
Seems like whenever you got confidence in a hole, you just never miss.
It's like the over to the tree hole.
Yep. Yeah. Everybody's got their hole that you just feel like that's your.
That's yours, yeah.
300 over the trees and you're inside 100 yards, and then you typically doink the next shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Gosh, that's so frustrating.
What's that? I guess it's 16, that par 4 that's that dog legs to the left at the end of the fairway. I bet y'all can't guess where my drive went. Straight as a damn arrow.
Oh.
It landed in the same spot I always hit it on that hole, behind that great big oak tree. I was over there. I was telling Mary Kate's dad, I was like, every time I've played this hole, I bet you could drop a pin, drop a stake in the ground, draw a 30-yard circle, and every time I've played this hole, my ball has landed in this 30-foot circle right behind that big oak tree every single time.
Man, I wish we could come up with more excuses to have more golf scrambles, Hey, Spence, I got a great idea for us to have another golf scramble.
I wonder if Ferrex has a corporate
Spence, let's have another
membership.
golf scramble.
You think Ferrex has a corporate membership?
Oh, I don't know.
We just have to pay for cart fees.
Yeah, fuck, they're lacking a few commodities. I don't know that they'll have a corporate. We love you, Fair Oaks. Man, there's actually a cool little event going on in Memphis right now. There's a hole-in-one charity event for what is that? It's the
St.
Louis Catholic Church,
Yeah.
and at that event, it's kind of tough to explain and understand exactly what they're doing, but essentially, like,
There's a driving range.
and it's over a week-long event on a quote-unquote driving range. It's like half of a football field, and they have one green set up out there, and imagine it like a fair game that's rigged for you not to win. Mm-hmm. And, you show up one night, and they run it from 6 o'clock to 10 p.m. every night, and you show up one night and make a hole-in-one, you get $500. Well, Byron was texting me at work yesterday, and he was like, man, let's go to this thing. You just need 1 or 2 clubs. So Wendell was coming with me, and we went to the house, grabbed clubs, and tore out. And I think Byron bought 2 or 3 buckets, and sure enough, on that last bucket, believe it or not, not only does he make it, somebody else on the 14th lane made one in the hole the same round that he made it, because they'll clear it. They'll clear the green like after every 10 minutes. Have like 20 kids run out there just going crazy, walkie-talkie, and like each bucket you have is like designated numbers. So you get a bucket full of number 5s. So you put number 5 in the hole, which is what Byron did. Once they collect everything, they'll come on the announcements, and he's like, in the 5-foot circle, we got number, 3 foot, and then the 1 foot. And he's like, well, in the hole. And all night he was going, nothing. Well, this time he goes, in the hole, we got 2 balls. And we was like, no way. And we'd been, murmuring that Byron made it. I missed the shot, but they had said Byron's was super tight. So we're like, what are we going to do if he actually calls 5? And sure enough, he said, the ball on the bottom, number 5. Lost it, man.
Lose it.
That is unreal.
The funniest thing about that was Byron had just looked at me and Carter, and he says, man, I can't even see where I'm hitting it because it was kind of getting dark right there at sunset, and the sun's right in your eye. he's like, if y'all can, he's like, y'all just watch the ball where I'm going. We're like, okay, you know, whatever. Like, not thinking nothing of it. Sure enough, the second ball he hits it. Me and Carter in mid-conversation, and Byron hits a ball, and he grabs another ball getting ready to hit. We're watching this ball, and Carter looks at me. He's like, did that just go in? And I said, I think that just went in the hole. And we're like, yeah, it went in the hole. And we're like, Byron, you just made a hole in one, you know, like, and we're excited, but you clearly think somebody's just messing with you. You say, oh, you made a hole in one. There's 500 balls up there.
Yeah.
Like, how you can even see it, you don't know. And so he's like, whatever. And then we're like, no, you made it. Like, when we're sitting here, we got to wait for like 30 minutes before they finally call it out again. And Byron, I still don't think believed us. I think he thought we were kidding the whole time to that guy. Now it's like, there's 2 balls in the hole.
Insane. Now he's got a chance to go back and win a car.
Yeah.
And then what does he do after if he wins the car?
Oh, he goes to Las Vegas
They
to try to
send
win
him to
$1
Las
million.
Vegas to win $1 million.
And this is running all week. We can go and buy as many balls as we want to and have our chance to do the same stuff.
What kind of car is it?
We don't know.
Some dealership.
Some dealership, local dealership. They didn't have a car sitting out there. I figured, you know, win a car, they would have it sitting out perched up somewhere, but they did not. But I'll be there to find out. We're going back Thursday, and I'm going to cheer Byron on.
So I guess
here he is on the
No kidding.
on the page right here.
Oh, wow. They got a picture of him on the website. Yep.
So
Hollywood.
Mr. Hollywood, $500 check.
So I guess it just depends on how many people make the hole in one will shoot Thursday.
Well, yeah.
Well, Thursday's the competition for. So if you get within 5 feet, you get entered. If you get within 3 feet, you get entered. And I think maybe you get something goes along with the closer. Obviously, you make it. But all these people are
it's
entered.
all a point system.
Yeah,
Okay.
They're all entered though to win the car.
Oh, okay. So you don't have to make a hole in one to be entered for the car.
No, it's more like a point system. Like if you make, I know that if you make it in the hole, it's 250 points. I just know that because that guy was like, yeah, in the point system, you already started off with 250, assuming you haven't already made one in the 5, 3, or 1.
Yeah.
And I don't know what 5, 3, or 1 is, but there's some guys that was there the 18th, that started the 18th, and that went last night. I seen him. Dude had like 600 points on the 18th and like 200 last night. He's sitting with like 800 points.
Guy on number 29. He's good. There's some.
Dude,
golfers.
it wasn't like you went to like a driving range last night. Like everybody around me was sticking golf balls up on that green. Like it was some golfers. There was like a 13-year-old kid hitting 3/4 Tiger Woods 8-irons, like 15-yard draw. He was like, yeah, I grabbed the wrong club. I'm just having to hit a little sawed off 8-iron. And I'm like, bud, you haven't even missed one yet. Like you're stuffing this thing.
So there's a chance that Byron hit the hole in one and he may not even get to shoot Thursday.
No.
He's 100% going to shoot, but he might be so far out of reach that he might have to make some serious ground to cover. Okay. He really needs to go a few more times this week, which I think he's going to.
Build some points up.
Yeah.
So what's the lie? Like, where's the green at? I mean, you were talking to me about it this morning.
Yeah, so imagine football field grass. Football field grass sits up off the ground, 4 inches. It's real long and just hairy, and ball doesn't sit on it good. And if you haven't kept up with the weather in the Memphis area as of recent, we got a recent turd floater the other night, and it was an absolute pig pen out there. So if you're sitting from like 1 to 10, like the sections 1 to 10, you probably got like 120 to 130 yard shot. But if you go on down to like the, around 30, lane 30 or so, it's closer to like 140, 145.
How many lanes do they have total?
40. I believe.
Probably about 40, it looked like. I know that first time we were on 31, and there was, plenty of real estate people hitting to our right. I think.
So you said it was sitting at about 140
or
so?
Yeah, about 140. And whenever Byron made it, he probably made it from like 130, 125, something like that.
It was incredible. Electric.
Everybody there is going to be really good with their pitching wedge for a really long time, because everybody's just slinging pitching wedges. Oh man,
that'd be fun, but I wouldn't do anything good on that at all.
It's a cornhole tournament too. There,
I wouldn't do any good on that either.
I might go try my luck at that.
Oh, Callaway man over here ought to go try his new clubs out over there.
Yeah, we're thinking about it. Probably not though. It's supposed to rain the rest of the week anyways.
Yeah. You know what we ought to do? We ought to go to Vantage Point and go play Torrey Pines.
Yeah, for 18.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool little simulator deal.
Have you done that before, Tripp?
No, I want to get on a simulator bad. Just
I want to see my numbers.
I want
These
to
new
check my
irons I
swing
got are
speed.
they swing or play extremely long, and I'm just spraying them everywhere.
Yeah, Drake's not used to his irons yet. We went and played the other day, and
Hit a 5-iron like 250 yards.
Oh my God.
You'll have that with them Mavericks.
Yeah,
Big
Mavericks.
boys.
God.
I hit a 7-iron yesterday on lunch, and I mean, it shot off like a rocket. It was insane.
yeah, the other day we went and played. It was cart path only. About through after the first 9, I was trying to land the ball as close to the cart path as I could. I was so tired of walking.
I had one hole I think where I didn't do very good on with the ball being close to the deal. It's a cart path. Other than that, it was pretty good.
Cart path only. Could you imagine if on, I guess it's 15, that back par 5 on the back tree line, if you hit one right beside the pond?
Yeah.
Had
Hey,
to walk
brother,
all the way over.
check this out. 15, you know that pond? So it's wide open. It's two fairways back to back. I put it on 14. Yeah, so then I had to run all the way over there because I was playing great golf. I shot at 84 the other day. For me, that's really good.
Yeah.
And so Drake's like, you can go all the way over there and play that ball. I was like, yep, going over there.
He ran.
Put it right on the green, stuck it. It was great, but I was out of breath.
How bad were the greens after the rain from the weekend? Because I know the Marshall was talking
They're still
about.
fast.
Are they?
Yeah.
I just remember the Marshall, when it rained at the Scramble, he was saying that those greens hold a ton of water and it'll take them a couple of days to dry out. But
You know, I'm not a landscape specialist or nothing, but I think they think that, and that's why they put all that. It feels like what you put on the shuffleboard, the wax. It felt like they put that on the green the other day, just a bunch of little tiny sand things, and makes the ball just fly on the greens. But I don't know. I just cut the grass up here at the shop. I'm not.
and the house.
And the house. But no, man, Golf Scramble is a great time, and obviously, you know, it's for fun and getting to see everybody, no doubt. But what we're raising the money for at the Carl Perkins Center, if you don't know what that is, it's helping kids and children that are in tough spots, all kinds of different things. But kids is their priority. That's all they focus on.
Yep.
It's a really, really, really good place to put your money and make an impact. It helps change a lot of kids' lives.
It did feel good to give him that check last week.
And $26,330.
Did y'all hear the
incredible.
gasp that they did before Spence even finished the number? I think he said 20, and they went,
Yeah, because they had no clue. They didn't know how much we were bringing.
I don't know if we are. I believe we are, but I'm not 100% sure that we're the number one donation to the Fayette County Carl Perkins Center each year. So they always look for something big coming from us. You know, it helps them out a lot.
I know that Fair Oaks holds a 4-man scramble every year. And
For Fayette Cares.
Yep. And they say that, you know, the biggest one that they've ever had was but it was $21,000. So, I mean, we surpassed that.
Yeah.
So that's super cool.
So that's, you know, everybody, you know, different companies, Shin Gear, Mossy Oak, Reaper Boats. There's so many companies, but if you donated, thank you so much. If you showed up, thank you so much. If you bought raffle tickets, thank you. I mean,
Bought mulligans. Thank you.
yeah. Y'all come on next year and let's do it again and help, you know, have a bunch of fun and help change some more lives. That's my favorite weekend of the summer, getting to see everybody and do that. It's awesome.
it's one thing to have fun playing around a golf, but to know your money's going to something like that, you know. I mean, we cover our costs for hosting it, but beyond that, it's all going to the Carl Perkins Center. So it's all going to a good cause. So
Absolutely.
if you came, if you bought drinks on Friday night, if you played on Saturday, if you bought mulligans, T-shirts, hats, all that went over there. And so huge thank you to everybody that came by. And bring a friend next year.
Yeah, come back again and bring a friend.
And who knows, we might have other stuff this summer besides a golf scramble.
Yeah. Or maybe we'll have 2. That'd be cool.
Be nice.
Or maybe just a bunch of different golfing events against all kinds of different people.
Bing bong.
Hey, you're getting somewhere there, Bennett.
That'd be fun.
That would be a lot
Y'all want
of
to hear
fun.
this random crazy Florida event that has happened in Florida from the crazies?
Is this
It's like a Florida man.
something to do with golf?
It's Florida men.
Florida men.
Yeah. A group of Florida men have been arrested for allegedly installing devices inside gas pumps that drop the prices of gas down to pennies.
Oh, that's my kind of guy.
Not all heroes
People
wear
from
capes.
Florida. What are you going to do?
Tell them to come on up to Oakland.
There you
It's
go.
horrible.
Those are miracle
You know how
workers,
you got a gas
not
card
criminals.
Oh, Robin Hood on the gas pumps.
during
My,
duck season?
Yeah, for
I
Christmas.
got one the other day.
Did you?
Oh, that gas card's still good, isn't it?
No, it ran out May 31st.
I've been getting gas for like $2.70 something.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Up there.
Saving money.
Great Santa Claus gift that I got there. I mean, he was just, I didn't even know to trust the guy. I don't know if it happened to you. I mean, I was just sitting
No,
at the pump,
I was-
he's like trying to give me this card, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was in there about to get my energy drink and pack of powdered donuts. And the guy in front of me was flirting with the woman behind the counter, or vice versa. And she's like, I gave you that gas card. You ought to be saving money. You should have all kinds of money. Let me get some. And I was like, gas card? You got gas cards back there? She said, yeah, honey. You want one? I said, yes, man. I'd love to have one. Sure enough. 10 cents off every time.
Circle K.
Yep.
I'm a big Kroger card guy. Big Kroger card guy.
Yep.
All right. Let's go try and work a little bit this afternoon.
Gotta go tune.
Got to go tune. Got to go get these dealer orders boxed up.
Punching feet. Listen,
Yeah, please.
have not broke it yet, but the design on that, Drake can attest, not tight.
Less than I do, for sure.
Well, we appreciate y'all stopping by and listening in to another episode. This has been the Rolling Thunder Podcast.
See y'all.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Hey, y'all, this is Spence and Frawley, and just wanted to say thank you for listening to another episode of our podcast. We really, really enjoy producing this podcast and would be really grateful if wherever you get your podcasts, if you would subscribe to the Rolling Thunder Podcast and give us a 5-star rating. Somehow, apparently, out there in internet la media land, that helps our podcast to be found by other people like you. So we just want you to know we appreciate you listening, and we'd like to ask you to subscribe and give us a 5-star review and keep on listening.
And unfortunately, recording podcasts don't pay the bills, so we just do this for fun and for y'all, and we want it to grow as bad as y'all want it to grow, so we could really use your help in doing that.
Share it with a friend.
Yes, right. We appreciate y'all stopping by again.
Thanks for listening.